Man, I missed y'all, man. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. I see all my people. Grim, Erica, what's good with you, sis? It's all good. Salute to my boy Aunt Adam. Can't get right, man. Number one, Dangerfield, Ty Davis, Primos, all my people, man. Real quick, we already know what time it is, man. Make sure you wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 30,000 subscribers. We cannot do that without you guys. Once again, thank you all for being here so much. A lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Davante Adams. We're going to talk about Zeus. Bruh's been in the gym on overkill mode. We're going to talk about Richard Seymour and Tom Brady. I know you guys seen that in the news yesterday. We're also going to talk about a few other things involving the channel. But before we get to it, we did the Trey interview the other day. We were, a lot of people were in the building. I wanted to do this. You guys know during the draft process, right? There was two specific corners that I had my eyes on the entire off season leading up to the draft, right? It was Cam Hart, Notre Dame. You guys know I'm a fighting Irish guy. And it was Kyrie Jackson. I was very, very high on the young pup out of Oregon, man. And, to see, his life be taken from him, in the blink of an eye after working his ass off, his entire life to get to this point, even before he got an opportunity to play it down. It's heartbreaking, man. So if you guys don't mind, I would love to do a quick moment of silence for Kyrie Jackson. And yeah, man, real quick. Rest in paradise to Kyrie Jackson, man. And my condolences to his family and friends, man. So salute once again to Kyrie. He had a phenomenal career ahead of him. And for someone to be reckless and just the drinking and driving needs to stop, man. It's just really, really nasty work out here in these streets. Anytime you guys pick up a can, a bottle, whatever, man, just always remember that other people are on those streets with you, man. And you can always put somebody in harm's way. Hopefully, man, we can get this figured out at some point. I don't know if it will because, drinking and driving has been a thing forever. You know what I mean? But it's just nasty, man, to see someone of this kid's age and the whole world ahead of him. It's just nasty work, man. So once again, man, rest in paradise to Kyrie Jackson, man. Salute to AP. Like all your work, Graphk. Pod is and was and will be fire, man. Salute to my guy, man. I appreciate you, bro. And once again, man, salute to our guy, man, Trey Taylor. Phenomenal human being, you guys. A lot of stuff that you guys missed. Behind the scenes footage, a lot of stuff that we talked about, we will be uploading next week. So we did kind of like a little mini documentary. We got some aerial footage, a bunch of other stuff. So if you thought maybe there was a few more questions or a few different angles that you guys would have loved to see from the interview, do not worry about it. I believe Monday, Tuesday, we will be dropping the behind the scenes and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. We're gonna drop a haymaker next week with the Trey Taylor interview, man. So we're working, you guys, and I just locked in another one. So stay tuned. You guys are gonna love this. And before we get to the show tonight, you guys, we will be live once again Me, my brother East Coast Gridiron, I see he's in the chat, and my brother Big Mike Raider will be breaking down some tape on our third round rookie out of Maryland, DJ Glaze, with our friend of the family, man, friend of the channel, you know what I mean, our guy Denzel Good. He will be live with us today to break down some of this tape, and it's a beautiful thing because, you know, Denzel Good was a versatile weapon across the offensive line when his time in the NFL, right? So for us to be able to break down some tape with him is going to be just phenomenal, man. You guys do not want to miss it. Tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, we will be breaking down rookie DJ Glaze's tape with none other than our brother Denzel Good. So stay tuned for that. Get you guys' questions in also. You know, this is your guys' show. Coffee and Convo was literally put together for you guys. So you guys get your questions in, whatever you want to talk about. This is y'all's show. Let's have some fun with this. Let's have a good time today. Primos, I love it, man. Keep my wide receiver's name out your mouth. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're going to start there here in a second as well. East Coast, is it tomorrow? My apologies. Tomorrow. Got ahead of myself. Tomorrow night. So, yeah, there you have it. So I got to take that off of Twitter. Thank you, East Coast. I'm just excited, bro. I'm excited to get back to work. You know, the content is starting to pick up. We're getting back to it, man. So I assumed we were doing a doubleheader today. Appreciate you, brother. Yes, tomorrow night we have Denzel Good on. Salute to my guy, man. Can't get right gifting 20 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Salute to my guy, man. I appreciate you, brother. That means a lot. So much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys want to become a member and you missed out on the 20 gifted ones, hit the link. It's pinned up top. It is definitely one of the best ways to support what we do over here. You know what I mean? It helps us keep the lights on. You guys know this is what we do for a living. So it definitely helps. Man, forever indebted. Can't get right. Appreciate you, man. Salute to the 20 new members here in the building, man. Let me see. Yeah, Sarah, I guess I was confused as well. Yes, Jenna. Training camp is coming. I'm excited. Yes. And for those who didn't see, I'm going to pop my shit a little bit. The other day, I was contacted by the NFL Communications. I am officially NFL media credentialed. So because of you guys, you know what I mean, helping me with the channel and you guys showing up night in and night out, you know, they looked at the channel, they see what we were doing here, and they said, oh man, it's clear that you know, we got to give this guy some media credentials. So because of you guys, because of the hard work, sweat, equity, pain that we put in, you know, we are officially NFL media credentials. So, you know, whether it's the Super Bowl, it's the draft, it's the Senior Bowl, it's all that good stuff, we have access to it now. Salute to my brother East Coast Gridiron also. I'm going to call you today about all that stuff behind the scenes, but salute to my brother East Coast also during the process, you know what I mean, helping me through the process because I was new to it, you know what I mean? So salute to my guy, man. But yes, we about to have some fun now. We get to move around, you know what I mean, have more access to things, you know, not just Raider related, but NFL related, man. So, you know, we're gonna take this thing up a notch this upcoming season, man. So thank you guys so much for helping me make that happen in terms of being officially media credentialed, man. Thank you so much, you guys. Salute to Josh. Just finished the Trey Taylor interview. All I'm saying is we riding and sliding for Grandma Taylor. Raiders! Congrats, homie. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, man. Hey, G-Ma Taylor is a real one, man. You always listen to your grandmas. There's somebody that came up, you know, under their grandma. Like my grandma raised me growing up. That was my mom and my dad. Grandma's always right. And you guys, Trey, we got a good one. We got a good one, man. We got a good one. Salute to my brother Graham Cam as well. Graham, are you a mod yet? If you're not, please let me know. I got to make you one. I could have swore you were already a mod, but if not, please let me know, man. We definitely got to get you right. East Coast, my brother, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My dog, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Black's Mob. Thank you, Ant. Thank you, Can't Get Right. All my people, Matthew in the building, man. Fantastic, brother. Keep up that great work. It's paying off. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Salute to DeMarcus Graphk McShay with the certified credential. That content Salute to my guy, DeMarcus, man. Thank you, guys. We're going to start the show here soon. But, I just wanted to share that with you guys. The hard work is definitely paid off, man. And just thank you guys for showing up, like I said before, night in and night out, man. This is y'all channel. You guys are the ones that allow me to be able to do this for a living, man. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. As much as you guys are giving me, my flowers, here's me giving you guys your flowers. Thank you so much for making this possible, man. We have a lot of good things going on this season, and I couldn't make it happen without each and every one of you guys, man. Earned your reward, brother. Blessed and respected with all the hard-ass work. Salute to AP, East Coast, Graphk, and Dante. Bring the West Coast and the East Coast together. We media now, man. I love it. Yes, my guy, East Coast, man. Salute to Mateo. Salute to you and your accomplishments, brother. Salute to you, Mateo. You've been here for a long time, brother. I appreciate you for always coming through and blessing the channel, man. Salute to my guy, Mateo. Salute to Cuban, my dog, and a $5 holla, man. Salute, Graphk. Thank you for all that you do for the nation. Will you come to Miami for the Raider game? That is one of the games. Graham, I got you. I got you. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. Give me a few seconds, you guys. I got to make sure, I get my guy right real quick, man. This is somebody that's been definitely rocking with me, man, since day one. I got to get my guy involved, man. So hold on real quick. While we do this, wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed yet, man, what are you waiting for? All right, boom. Where's my guy? Got to find him on the YouTube side of things. Bing. All right. Boom. All right. There we go. Salute to my guy, man. Appreciate you, Graham Cam. Welcome to the Mob Fathers, my guy. Salute to Cuban once again, man. And Mateo, I knew what you were saying, brother. I knew what you were saying. I appreciate you, King. Appreciate you. Ty, man. Hell yeah. West meets East. Keep bringing that content. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. It's all good, Graham. It's all good. My guy, man. Appreciate you. And once again, salute to Elite. I see you, sis. Yeah, I know. I started a little bit early, man. I wanted to start a little early so we can get some of this stuff that we already talked about out the way. The media credentials. Talked a little bit about the Trey Taylor. We could talk about that today as well, you guys. If you want, we could definitely pick that interview apart if you guys have any questions. Oh, one name I want to put out there. Okay. I'm not going to say exactly what was said to me because it was told, in confidence, right? But you guys keep an eye on Jaden Grant. That's all I'm gonna say. I know he spoke a little bit about, the young safety out of Oregon State the other day, but I'm gonna say this, man. Apparently behind closed doors, there is a lot of respect from the leaders in the locker room, down to the rooks in the locker room. It looks as though, Grant has been cooking. It looks as though he may be on his way to earning a roster spot. You know what I mean? So that safety room may have gotten deeper than we've already assumed. The Palomaus of the world, the Marcus Sepps, the Merrick, the Trey, the Chris Smith. Add Grant into the mix. It looks as though this kid, the UDFA in last year's draft, it looks like he may have been a sneaky pickup last year as a UDFA. So keep an eye on Grant, the safety out of Oregon State moving forward. I'm telling y'all now, Trey had nothing but great things to say about the kid. So sounds like he's making some noise out there. Let me see. Yeah, wipe them feet, y'all. Wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I want to ask you guys your opinion on this, okay? Yesterday, we seen what happened. Davante Adams was on, I believe, whose show was it? It was on the Kay Adams show, right? It was the Kay Adams show. He did a show with Kay Adams. Salute to her. She always puts on great content over there. And he talked about, the Chargers, you guys. Like, I don't know. They're like the worst team in the world. They don't know how to read a room, right? Like, you have no accomplishments. You have no rings. You have no trophy. You probably don't even have a trophy room. You know what I mean? At this, like keep it a buck. I guarantee you they don't even have a trophy room because it would just be loneliness in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, there'd be nothing in there. It'd just be an empty ass room. It probably looked like a padded room where they send crazy people to type shit, right? Just an empty ass room. But they do this thing year in and year out where they do this Pop-Tart thing where they talk about opposing teams on their schedule and so on and so forth. I'm not going to get too much into it, but, they pretty much year in and year out, they put out these jokes, and I don't find any of them funny. I just think that their franchise is absolutely hysterical because just, they've never done anything in their history of their organization. They've never won a meaningful game. You know what I mean? The last game that I've seen them get into, was the Super Bowl, I believe. What was it, you guys? 94, 95 with the Niners. I believe that was somewhere around there that year. And they got absolutely obliterated. The Niners absolutely cooked them. It was Junior Seau and those boys. They had a deep roster that year, but the Niners just absolutely dog walked them. But they have nothing to hang their hat on, right? Like there's just nothing the Chargers can hang their hat on. So they think that it's just appropriate that year in and year out they're on social media and they kind of play up to, making jokes of opposing teams. Well, this year, I guess Devonte did not find it funny at all. Okay. This year they decided to post a garbage Pop-Tart, with a picture of Davante Adams, next to it. I don't think that's smart, you guys. I don't know what these guys were thinking because in recent memory, in these last 2 years, Davante has absolutely cooked the Chargers. In his last 4 games against the Chargers, almost 500 receiving yards, 494 exact, and 4 touchdowns, right? I don't know why you would want to poke the bear, so to speak. We have them week 1 in LA in a place that we still call home. LA is the Raiders, right? We know this. That is our second home. You know what I mean? I mean, technically, yeah, second home. Oakland is still the first. LA is the second, and Vegas is becoming that. We're only a few years in. You know what I mean? This is no shade to Las Vegas, but it goes Oakland, LA, Las Vegas. We run it. Okay. But Devonte went on, K. Adams, and said, I thought about responding on social media to it, being funny there, but I figured it would be better to just beat their head in real life. Adams said, I just wanted to kind of remind them that they're going through it as pertains to playing against what they're going through as it pertains to playing against me. Talk that shit, big dog. Hopefully the people that made that post, because it's not the players' fault, Adams said they didn't have anything to do with the post. This is directed strictly towards the Chargers social media page. Keep my name out your mouth and show some respect. I love it. And this is coming from a team, you guys, where the last time we faced them, we beat them 63-21. Okay. I'm talking about we broke a franchise scoring record. We put up a 63 burger on this team. So for them to go on social media and play around with our name is absolutely disgusting, especially when you try to include one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, Davante Adams. Don't poke the bear, Chargers. Harbaugh's first game ever as a head coach for the Los Angeles Chargers. I think you guys just set this up to be even worse for this guy. I mean, already you look at the rosters, the way they're shaped, we have the better roster. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sold on the Chargers run game at all. I think that they went out and got a few guys where I'm like, all right, what? Like, they went out and got, former coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, which I'm like, what? I mean, I think that offense is going to stall. I do. They do have a young, good quarterback, and they have some weapons on the defensive side of the ball, even though they're aging over there. You know what I mean? Derwin James, durability issues. Khalil Mack, getting up there in age, had a phenomenal year last year, but he's dealt with injuries in the past. And then, the list goes on. The list goes on over there. We have the better roster. Point blank, period. But you guys just poked the bear. Initially, I had week 1, is more of a closer game. I had it, we're on the road. We haven't had a ton of success at SoFi up to this point, you guys. Real talk. Like it's been pretty disgusting. I think we're like 1-4 or something like that. Like we have not won a ton of games out there SoFi yet. But I got us going out there and absolutely cooking these guys now. You know what I mean? I think the team, they listen to their leader. Devonte is definitely one of the top leaders in that locker room. Him putting this out there on national TV, I think that his teammates are listening. And they're saying, we're going to go out there and absolutely destroy this team in week 1. I think Harbaugh is still going to be trying to figure out how to get the wheels turning out there, trying to turn around that offense. That defense struggled last year. I know he's going to be out there trying to figure that thing out. I got us blowing them out week 1, y'all. I got us blowing them out. Point blank, period. And I think we continue our trend, beat them, 63-21 last year. I'm not going to call it that kind of whooping, but it's going to be an ass whooping. I think we win by at least 2 scores. Period, point blank, the end. I think AP heard it. I think Tom Telesco was going to say, you guys, show that it wasn't my fault. Show that it was the owner's fault. The previous coaching staff's fault. I think Tom Telesco is going to take this one personal. I think we're going to go absolutely ape shit against them week 1, and we're going to cook. Simple and plain. Yeah, Torque, I agree. We match up so well on paper against the Chargers, definitely. And I just don't see how they're going to be able to score against this stout defense that we have. With the addition of Christian Wilkins, adding a guy like Tommy Eichenberg to that linebacker room, Jack Jones in year 2 in Patrick Graham's system, Jacorian Bennett, which I'm telling y'all now, he's going to have a hell of a year. Him in year 2, with a little bit more maturation, I think this is going to be a phenomenal. We match up so well. I don't know how they're going to score on us, even though they're at home technically. I think we're going to whip these dudes' ass. Real talk. And I think it's going to take a little time for Harbaugh to put it all together. You can't flip the script in one off season just completely. This is a new coaching staff. They went out there. Yeah, they drafted some guys for this system. Yes, they went out in free agency and attacked, a few guys that fits the scheme of what they're trying to do. But I think it's going to take a little bit more time. You know what I mean? And I believe in Harbaugh, you guys. I hate to have him in our division. You guys know it was either AP or Harbaugh for me. But personally, I think it's going to take a little bit more time. I think we're going to cook them. So thank you, Chargers social media team, for adding a little bit more fuel to the fire. Thank you for putting Davante Adams on that picture. And thank you for getting the All-Pro future Hall of Famer very, 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 very mad. He is going to continue to beat y'all ass week 1, whether it's Aiden or Minshew, it doesn't matter. Luke Getsy's going to find a way to get the football in his guys' hands. Their time in Green Bay, Devonte was a dog. Aaron Rodgers, 2-time MVP. With Getsy out there helping on the O, this is going to be fun. I think Getsy's going to find a way to get Devonte very much involved in week 1, and we're going to put a hurting on these guys. Can't wait. And we start the AFC West roundtable, you guys, I believe. Salute to my guys over there at the AFC roundtable. I believe we start the first week of August. So we're going to be on every Tuesday night for about an hour and a half with the Chargers guys. Salute to my guy, Mike. We're going to have a Chiefs podcaster on. We're going to have a Broncos guy on, and we're going to have some fun. So I can't wait because my guy, Mike, talks a lot of shit on Instagram about the Raiders, and he covers the Chargers. So we're going to have some fun. We are going to have a lot of fun picking apart, the bolts, man. So keep an eye out for that, you guys. Every Tuesday night, I'll make sure to share the link in the community tab. It's not going to be live here. It'll be live on another YouTube channel. But we want the nation to pull up full force. We want to show people, all these other content creators, that we have the biggest fan base, period. So I have a feeling, I have this nagging suspicion that the whole live stream is going to be Raiders. It'll be maybe 1 or 2 Charger fans because, there's only a few that exist anyway. Some Chiefs fans, blah, blah, blah. There's a few Bronco guys. But we want to show up full force on those Tuesday nights, man. So I'm going to share the link. I'll put it up on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Every Tuesday night, AFC West Roundtable, we're going to be talking our shit. So there you have it, man. Salute to Giovanni. I'm getting Thomas Jones vibes from Zeus. I like that. And you know what's funny, Gio? Have you seen Thomas Jones recently? He's an actor now. He's been on what's the Mary Jane show with Gabby? I believe it's on BET. He's been in some movies. Dude, he's still in exceptional shape. Like Thomas Jones is cut up. But I got to be real with you, Gio. And I love that you brought that up right now because we're going to get to the next, to the next thing. Zeus, you guys. Zeus. Zamir White. Do you guys see this dude in the lab in the offseason? It is absolutely insane. Let me share this picture with you guys real quick. I'm going to bring this up. It's absolutely crazy. All right. Let me put this up on screen. Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Make sure you wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Here we go, man. This is our running back 1, you guys. Insane. Look at the arms. I mean, the legs were already insane. I don't know if you guys seen earlier on in the offseason, he was in the lab with a few of his college buddies. I put it up on IG. He reshared it on Instagram and Twitter. he was in the lab cooking. This is just different. Like, bro, I don't even know, Gio. Like, dog, how do you stop that? Like, he has the arms of A.J. Dillon's legs. Does that make any sense to you guys? East Coast, does that make any sense to you, brother? He has the arms, the A.J. Dillon legs of arms. I don't know if I said that right. But he has the A.J. Dillon legs of arms. Shit is crazy, man. Like, crazy. Like, I kind of fear for his offensive line in front of him, man. Like, I can see Zeus running through Andre James. I can see Zeus running through Jackson Powers-Johnson. Like, I can see Zamir literally just running through Colton Miller to get to the next level of defense. Like, this is absolutely insane, y'all. East Coast. Pause. But it's crazy, man. This is running back one right here, you guys. Zamir White. He's been in the lab. He's been cooking. He's in phenomenal shape. I cannot wait to see what that looks like this upcoming season. And Trey spoke a lot about him behind the scenes. I know we talked a little bit about him on the interview, but hopefully some of the conversations that we had offline, my brother Ant, my brother Das, my sis Ty, hopefully they caught all of it. Maybe some of that will be included in the content that we upload next week. But he was really high on Zamir White. Trey Taylor talked a lot about Zamir White and our guy Dylan Labby. So I'm going to ask you guys real quick, what do you guys think about? And Trey said this. What do you think about getting Trey Taylor and Dylan Labby on together? Trey said the bye week. What do you guys think about getting the two young pups on the show together? My guys, my brothers, Dylan Labby and Trey Taylor together on the bye week. I think that'd be fun, man. I'm going to reach out to Dylan. Dylan said anytime. Trey's like, let's do it. I think it'd be fun to have both those guys on the screen together on the bye week. And we could talk about, the season and what has happened up to that point. So I'm going to make that happen. Get both my guys on, and we're going to talk some shot, man, with our two rooks. Because and I'm not saying this because I'm building a rapport with these guys, and they're such great human beings. And I can, call those guys my friends now, right? I'm not saying that because of this. I do believe we're going to see both those guys this season. I do. I think we're going to like what we see a lot. I think that Dylan at some point in the season is probably going to end up being that third down back, and that's no knock on Amir, Abdullah, no knock on the veteran, but he's getting up there in age. I think he's going to be more of a special teams guy. I think we're kind of putting the expectations we're setting them a little lower than we should with Dylan Labby. I do believe at some point this upcoming season, he will be the third down back, and we're going to see him in action a lot. Same thing with Trey, man. If you guys watch his tape, and we were talking about that on the show and off the show, the versatility. I mean, look what East Coast brought up the other day against UNLV in the box, deep, nickel. I mean, the guy moves around all over the place. And what does Patrick Graham love? Versatility. He loves a guy that he can move around, give different looks. I'm telling y'all, I have a feeling, man, that Trey Taylor is going to see the football field this year. I think a lot of it's going to be on special teams, definitely, and he agreed with us. But the kid has a chip on his shoulder. He's he's very passionate about the game. I think he's going to find a way on the football field in year one, man. Salute to my guy once again, man. My guy, Trey Taylor, man. Zon, what's up, brother? I'm so serious. NFL is going to test Zeus. I thought the same thing. Right when he put that picture up, I said, oh, shit. Incoming drug test in 3, 2, 1. Like, I thought instantly they were going to be like, yo, let's we got to check this guy for all kind of different shit, man. Because, yeah, he came out looking like Braun Strowman and shit. For all my WWE fans, he came out looking like, yeah, insane. It looked like some gas, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, Zamir lives in the lab, so I don't think it's the gas, y'all. I don't think it's the gas. We can't put that on him. You know what I mean? The guy lives in the gym, man. Lives in the gym. Bro, insane, Ty. Insane, my brother. Like, that's crazy. Like, could you imagine being put in a headlock from Zamir White, bro? You ain't getting out of that shit, bro. You're not getting out. Could you imagine, bro, being put in a full Nelson by Zeus? You are not getting out of that shit, bro. You might as well just put your arms up, put your legs up, and just death. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let that shit go. It's over with. It's a wrap. It's over. Death. Immediately. All your air, all that oxygen is leaving your body, sir. You are now officially detrained, going to the upper room. Factory outlet. Salute to my guy, man. Santana, here from the Raiders Report, my dude. Love the energy. I appreciate you, brother. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And salute to my guy, Mitch and Chugs. They put out a great live yesterday about my live with Trey Taylor as well. They covered a lot of ground with that interview. Salute to Mitch. Salute to my guys over at the Raider Report, man. Santana, my brother, man. Good to have you over here, man. Welcome to the OLV Raiders Network family. My dog. Appreciate you on the $5 holla as well. Yeah, hey, Ty, just fade to black, bro. It's over. It's over. It's over, bro. Like, there's no coming back from that shit. There's none. There's none. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. And once again, salute to Zamir White for taking this offseason very, very seriously, man. He's cooking up right now. Yeah, man. Bro, prototype running back, Docs. Hey, Rose, I'm telling you, that boy looked good luck trying to stop that. Could you imagine being a linebacker and seeing him? He's already in full stride, full speed ahead. Could you imagine being a linebacker and trying to stop for that? Just trying to stop that shit. Hey, man, go for the legs or just run away from him. Period, point blank, the end, man. Just don't play around. Yes, elite, that country strength. You out here looking like Bo Jackson. Facts. Salute to Bill Gates. Graphk, my brother, what's your biggest offseason surprise thus far? I'm gonna be honest. It's Christian Wilkins. Gates. I think going out and getting him that early, on in the process and not bringing back Hunter Renfrow. I think that's one of the biggest surprises for me because Hunter is his best friend, right? He has two guys that he calls his best friend, Dexter Lawrence with the Giants and Hunter Renfrow. And for him to sign that massive deal that early on with the Raiders, knowing that Hunter was probably on his way out of the building, speaks volumes of what we're doing within the building, right? Like Hunter probably sold him on the culture, like AP is that guy. You're going to love to be here. Whether I'm here or not, you're going to love being here. You know what I mean? So my biggest surprise this offseason would probably be going out and getting one of the biggest fish in free agency, which is Christian Wilkins, with Hunter Renfrow walking in free agency. You know what I mean? Like, that really shocked me because I thought, man, with Hunter on the way out, Christian Wilkins ain't coming out here, man. That's his guy. That's his boy. Both Clemson guys. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? So to see that, that's probably the biggest surprise to me for Tom Telesco to go out there and make that kind of move, early on in his process, year one as the GM. I got to say that would probably be my biggest offseason surprise thus far. Raider Mac, my guy. Doc's my brother. Congrats, bro. I've been waiting for you to get recognized. Very proud of you, brother. Thank you so much, Raider Mac. And hey, man, like I said before, it's because of you guys. Look, man, we've been on the New York Post, 4 or 5 times now, national television. We've done the big time interviews in Las Vegas with Hall of Fame players and the Blue Wire stuff went viral with my brother Marquette King. Salute to my guy. We've been putting in that pain, man. So, I think at some point it was just like, you can't deny that after a while, right? You can't. We've been putting in that grind. And, for us to be recognized now as official NFL, media, it's a blessing, man. So salute to Raider Mac, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. That means a lot, man. The shit talk alone that our defensive line about to have coming in has me so excited, man. Torque, you ain't never lied, brother. Never lied, man. Salute to my guy, Santana in the building. What's your season record prediction? I believe we're about to shock the world. Raiders! I initially had 11 wins, and I had that as our ceiling, right? And then I had our basement 9 wins. I'm going to hold on to that, though, Santana, until actually, no, I think we did a show not too long ago. Once the schedule released, I got 11-6. That's what I got. I got 11-6. Barring, God forbid, any health, issues or, some injuries occur, I have us in that 9 to 11 range. I gotta be transparent. I gotta be real. You guys know I'm always hopium graph. the most optimistic Raider fan in the world. But I'm going to say, you know, 9 is the basement. 11 to me is the ceiling. Could we potentially sneak in 12? Yeah, definitely. But I'm going to go with 11-6. I'm going to go with 11-6 because I like the way this schedule, you know, played out, Santana. I like, you know, going on the road specific weeks and then coming back home. I just like the way the schedule. Yeah, we got some dogs that we're facing, but the way they structured the schedule, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? It's going to be a little difficult the first few weeks. I'm going to be honest. You got the Chargers, but we're still in the West Coast. We're only an hour or so away, you know, a few minutes away on plane, you know, from Vegas to LA. But then we go across country to Baltimore. Then you come back to play against the Carolina Panthers. It's a little at the beginning of the season, but it starts to take shape a little bit more after that. You know what I mean? So 11-6. I got 11-6. Salute to my guy, Santana. Appreciate you, man, on the $10 holler, man. My God, man. Salute to my brother, Patrick B. We are different this year. Haven't had swag like this since the very late 90s. Starts at the top with AP. Can't wait to get this thing going. Salute to my guy, Patrick B, man, on the $10 special, man. I appreciate you, brother. Yes, you are definitely right, man. You know, as Raider fans, we get caught in this thing where it's like it feels different this year. Every year we say it, right? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've said that a few times, even questioning myself, like, what are you saying? Why do you set yourself up like this year in and year out? Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Well, guess what? This year, I've convinced myself it's different. I've seen enough, you know, at the end of the year last year when AP took over, the way that defense started performing, the way the offense started, you know, putting up some points there. You know what I mean? You know, that Chargers game was major for us. We've seen Aiden go out there and put 4 tutties up. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see, you know, see what this team does moving forward with all the momentum, you know, they had at the end of the season last year. So I'm excited. I'm going to be real, Patrick. This is one of them years where I can honestly say it's different. And I'm hoping that translates on the football field, man. Salute to my guy, Patrick B. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to my dog, Joe. As always, my guy. Salute, Graphk. Congrats to all the success you've been accumulating this offseason. Hard work should always be recognized. Raider Nation for life. Salute to my guy, man, Joe. Appreciate you, brother, on the $5 special. Thank you so much for the kind words, man. Appreciate you, brother. Elite says, I'm with you. 11-6. ITK, 12-5, baby. Super Bowl champ. Talk that shit, ITK. Talk. Let's go. And salute. And something just popped up on the screen. You get this out of it. Boom. Okay. All right. We got some random music popping up on screen. Salute to Can't Get Right, man. I appreciate you so much, man. That means a lot, man. 50 OLV Raiders Network memberships. I appreciate you, man. That means a lot to me. Can't Get Right, for real, man. You just damn near gave most of the chat, you know what I mean, memberships, man. Thank you so much. If you guys missed out on these 50, hit the link. It's pinned up top. It's one of the best ways to support what we do. That is a banger right there, man. Salute to Can't Get Right, my dog. I'm going to keep that up on screen for a minute, man. Appreciate you, brother. That means so much, man. Thank you. Yes. And Robles, I agree with you. And I think I seen a clip the other day of my brothers, man. Salute to Swag, you know, salute to my guys out there, Murph. You know, they did a show and they were talking about that. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna put that 50 piece back up. But they were talking about that. Robles, about it's time to beat them in our own place. I agree with you. I think that is mandatory this year. You know what I mean? Look, I would not be upset if we went out there and we lost to Kansas City in their place, right? We got them out the way last year in Kansas City. It'd mean a lot more to beat them motherfuckers at home for the first time. I agree with you, especially after them taking home, you know, the championship in our place. Yes, we have to beat them at our spot. We have to. Simple and plain. That is a major win for us this upcoming season if we can find a way to beat the champs in our place. I agree with you, man. Salute to Swag. Salute to Murph as well. They were talking about that, and I totally agree with them. That would be a major accomplishment for this team this upcoming season to be able to beat those guys at our own place. Facts. Salute to LV, my dog. I'm not there yet. I got you, brother. Once I pop up, you already gonna know. You're gonna be one of the first people to know when I get to Vegas. You know what I mean? So you already know, LV. I'm coming through. We're gonna smoke back-to-back cigars. We're gonna kick it, man. Salute to my guy. Salute to my sis, man. Hannibal in the building. I see you, sis. Love you. Salute to Santana once again. While y'all are here, like the video. There you go, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. That means hit them thumbs up if you're not familiar with the show. You know what I mean? And also hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Salute to Dre as well for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate you, my brother. Welcome to the membership family. My God, 1, 2, 3. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Raider. You already know, man. Shout out from South Jersey. Love Jersey, man. Salute to my brother, Wasted Talent, and all my Jersey boys up there. Salute, salute, salute. Get some questions in, you guys. Let's have some fun. Also, I want to say this. Salute. Salute, salute, salute. So a few months ago, I was on Twitter, and I got to pop my shit a little bit, okay? And I randomly get a follow from a Hall of Famer, just randomly. I wasn't even following him because I didn't even know he was on Twitter. I had no clue that he was on Twitter. I'm sitting there one day, chilling, just going down my feed. Richard Seymour follows me. This is right when he went to Las Vegas. He was in the building, talking, with the organization, and they were, put together a panel of, of great minds to hire a new general manager. They were going through the head coach process and all that good stuff, right? So he follows me, and I'm like, holy shit, man, like that's Richard Seymour. Like, I don't really get excited about a lot of things, but Richard Seymour, that's insane. Like, you know what I mean? Like, crazy. I gotta say, man, shout out to him. I don't know if you guys see the news yesterday, but he is joining forces with Tom Brady to secure a piece of ownership stake with the Raiders. The news dropped yesterday, you guys. Salute to Pro Football Talk. Future Hall of Famer Tom Brady apparently won't be the only former Patriot to acquire a piece of the Las Vegas Raiders. A current Hall of Famer and Patriots player who finished his career with the Raiders is on the brink of becoming an owner of the team. Per source with knowledge of the situation, Hall of Fame defensive lineman Richard Seymour is close to finalizing a deal to become an owner and limited partner of the Raiders. If/when it comes official, the arrangement will be a culmination of an effort that dates back to 2020, with owner Mark Davis continuing his father's commitment to equality. It was Al Davis who was ahead of his time and the leagues when it came to diversity, from hiring Tom Flores, you guys know, the first Latin head coach, Art Shell, Amy Trask, the list goes on. Mark Davis, who initiated the effort to involve Seymour in ownership. It was him. It was Mark Davis who initiated the effort to involve Seymour in ownership. Seymour, we're told, will join forces with Brady together, and with their own partners would likely own 10.4% of the team. The combination of Seymour and Brady is expected to resolve most of the concerns about Brady's bid. Among other things, Mark Davis originally proposed giving Brady a steep discount over market value. That didn't fly with the other owners. So real quick, man, salute to Richard Seymour. He is home. You know what I mean? I spoke to him in the DM. He loved his time as a Raider. You know what I'm saying? Like yes, he will go down as a Patriot, you guys. That was where most of his success was. But he was, made a few Pro Bowls with the Raiders while his time in Oakland. The guy loves the Raiders, once a Raider, always a Raider. You love to see it. I see a lot of people were in an uproar on Twitter, Instagram, including my brother Top Beats. He was like, yo, I hate that the Patriots are coming in. Well, look, this is a great sign, you guys. When you have Tom Brady and Richard Seymour in the building, I think, with the minority stake, with ownership with the Raiders, it just helps us so much. With Tom Brady's name, tied to the organization, with Richard Seymour, his name tied to the organization. Do you understand how much that helps, with free agency, with players being able to see these guys week in and week out in the building and being able to talk to them and pick their brain? I mean, could you imagine what the conversations that Christian Wilkins can have with Richard Seymour? Can you imagine, we envision Tyree Wilson playing outside and inside, right? Could you imagine the conversations with Tyree Wilson? You know what I'm saying? And Richard Seymour. He's been there and done it. Super Bowl champion, All-Pro, Hall of Famer, Pro Bowl guy. This is a beautiful thing. Let's stop doing the Raider, the Raider thing where it's like, no, man, no Patriots, no Patriots. Yes, we went through a shitstorm with Josh McDaniels and Ziegler. This is totally different, you guys. This is Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. This is Richard Seymour, one of the greatest defensive linemen in football. This is a great sign of great things to come in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time that we're going to start winning, and it's going to be a thing where we normalize winning within this organization. Not just a We snuck into the playoffs 1 year, took 4 or 5 years off, popped back in, maybe won a wild card. No, this helps you get sustainable success. When you have GOATs in the building like Tom Brady and Richard Seymour, that helps bring back commitment to excellence. That helps bring back just win, baby. Because guess what, you guys? I hate to say it, but Tom Brady just won, baby. Richard Seymour just won, baby. At the end of the day, if they can come in and help, instill those winning ways, I'm here for it, man. So I'm not one of those guys. I'm not one of those Raider fans that's going to be over here upset and in an uproar because we have Patriot guys in the building. These guys really have no say in anything, you guys. They don't. They're just, part ownership. And once again, salute to Mark Davis for keeping his father's vision alive, with diversity and all that good stuff. It just is so dope to see Richard Seymour, have a piece, of the Raiders, man. That is phenomenal, man. Salute to Mark Davis, for continuing, that vision of Al Davis, the GOAT, man. So you just love to see it. You love to see it, man. So anybody crying and complaining about this shit, I'm telling y'all now, this can only help this organization. It's not going to set us back. It's not the Patriot way. Tom Telesco, AP, they're running the show. These guys are just going to be there to help, promote the organization. They're going to help, be great minds within that locker room that some of these young players can lean on, man. So it's only up from here. It's only up from here. Yeah, can't deny that. They did a lot of winning. And like Al Davis said, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. There you go. And who's the greatest cheaters of all time? New England. ITK, I appreciate you. That's a lot of pressure, fam. But hey, man, it'd be interesting, right? Have a piece of ownership one day. That'd be phenomenal, man. I don't know though, ITK. I might have to go out to Vegas and pull a Mark. Let's go get a DNA test, man. I think you may be my father, but I think this is telling you guys. This is telling. I think right here and what Mark got on top of his shit, I think it's clear cut that that's not my father. But we may have to take him on a Maury Povich ride one day. Just to try and get a little bit of ownership in there. Take him on a Maury Povich ride. And figure that out. But I think that DNA tester would probably just say, take your hat off, get the fuck out of my office. I think it'd be simple and plain, real quick, fast, in a hurry before DNA was drawn and all that. Just take your hat off. Get the fuck out of my office. You're wasting my time. So you never know. You never know, though. You never know. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody here in the building. Once again, man, salute to Richard Seymour and Tom Brady. Looks like they're finally going to be finalizing, their ownership role here very, very soon in the near future. So once again, man, salute to Richard Seymour, my guy. Yeah, Sarah, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Look, I know Al at the end of his run, a lot of people was like, man, the game has passed up Al. He's too much involved. You know what I mean? He's this, he's that. You know what I mean? I get it. But, minus all the crazy shit, and you guys know, if you guys have watched the news, Al Davis was like Vince McMahon. You know what I mean? Like Al Davis, all he did was win early on. You know what I mean? All he did was win early on. Like that's what he did. He made his team one of the biggest top sports franchises in sports. You know what I'm saying? He was the Vince McMahon of ownership in the NFL. He was that guy that just won. And then at the tail end, it felt kind of like, damn, man, maybe the game is passing him up a little bit. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people question Vince and some of the moves he made as well at the end of his tenure, even though he got kicked out because he was on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, Al deserves his flowers. You know what I mean? Because some of us, older fans, including myself, I'm 40 years old, got an opportunity to watch some of those great teams, in the 80s, early 90s, in late 90s, early 2000s. You know what I mean? When Al was still around. Okay, boom, let me get that out of there. But salute to Al, man, and salute to Mark once again, for trying to keep that dream alive, man. Salute to Santana, my guy. Since Tom Brady admitted to the fumble, he good. Hey, man, I think personally, though, Santana, the way we fix that is give that ring up. Give it up. You know what I would like? I want to make this go viral right now. You know what I would like? Since he admitted that was a fumble, Give that ring to Charles Woodson. And since C. Wood already has one, with the Packers, have C. Wood hand that one down to Tim Brown. I think that's a great idea. Because it hurts my soul to know that my favorite player of all time, Tim Brown, never won one with this. So, hey, Tom Brady, if you want to get right with the nation, hand that shit to C. Wood and let C. Wood hand that shit to Timmy, and we all right. We'll be okay. We will be all right. Y'all good with that? Tom, hand that one down. You got 6 other them shits. Hand that one down to C. Wood. Give the other one to Mr. Raider, and we good. We're good. I'll wash my hands of that terrible call, that snowy day in Boston, Massachusetts. And put a Raider symbol on it. Can't get right. Facts. LV, man, one of the my fathers. So glad the Raider culture is back. Win and fear and respect will follow. Talk that shit, my brother. Real talk. Brady won't get any ownership as long as he has that Fox Sports contract. It would be like Jerry Jones interviewing AP about this upcoming game. 209, I got to disagree with you. I think that they're going to find a way to make sure. First of all, Tom Brady is already one of the top commentators. I don't know if you got an opportunity to see him cover, what was it, some college football? What was it that he covered not too long? Was it might have been the UFL, something. I forgot where he was covered. He's going to kill it. He's going to absolutely kill it. And he has like a $300 million contract, I believe, with Fox Sports. But I don't think that that's going to interfere with anything that he has going on, to be honest with you. I don't think there's any rule out there, 209, that Tom can have some, equity within the Raiders and still be able to commentate. I don't think that's true. And it's not like Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones owns the majority of his team. Tom has a very, very, very small minority stake. So I got to disagree with you, brother. Salute the Raider 209, though. Salute Ty. My guy, bring back Stickum and loaded elbow pass. Talk that old school shit, Ty. Talk. Yes. On the sidelines, putting all that shit. Yes. Talk. Salute to my guy on a $2 special, man. Let me see. Mad Monkey, you stupid. Dan says Timmy will melt that shit down. UFL, yeah, that's what it was, and he did a phenomenal job. East Coast, look, man, there's a reason why Tom is one of the GOATs out here, man. He definitely was killing it. You know what I mean? In the commentary, I can only imagine what it looked like covering the NFL. It's gonna be fun, man. He's very passionate about the game. My brother Hug D's is in the building. My dog. Get some questions in, you guys. I didn't talk about this, y'all, when it first happened, but I want to give my 2 cents on it. Have you guys got an opportunity yet to watch Hard Knocks with the New York Giants? Absolutely hilarious, man. I didn't get a chance to really talk about this shit, but, I think it was a general manager, they were talking with, their coaching staff about free agents to potentially bring in. And, they were asking Dexter Lawrence, what should we do? Should we, value an edge rusher more at this point, which they ended up going out and get Brian Burns, trading with the Carolina Panthers. They mentioned Christian Wilkins, one of Dexter Lawrence's closest friends. And they said that they didn't think that Christian Wilkins would provide much pass rush on third down situations. Absolutely hilarious to me. And I'm hoping and praying and knowing the way Christian Wilkins goes about his business, I'm assuming that he's going to put another chip on his shoulder. But what'd you guys think about that? I thought it was absolutely hilarious because it reminds me that everybody within these buildings, you guys, are not perfect. Like, they're not. Like, they go about their business. There's reasons that teams fail in the NFL year in and year out. Everybody's not that bright. And that's no super knock on this guy because he may find a way to turn that thing around. They won 6 games out there with the Giants last year after coming off of a playoff berth the year prior. But Christian Wilkins not being able to provide any pass rush on third down situations. What? Like, what are we talking about? And Elite, you may be onto something. When I heard that grab, maybe the Giants reached out to him and he wasn't interested and they were met. You could be right. You could be right. But that is going to add just some more fuel to the fire with Christian Wilkins. What did he have last year, you guys? Was it 9.5 sacks? 9.5 sacks with the Miami Dolphins? and all those injuries that they had on the defensive line, he still found a way to get to the quarterback. How would he not be a great third down pass rusher when you have Max Crosby on the edge? You have Malcolm Kuntz on the other edge. You potentially have Tyree Wilson or Adam Butler next to like how like what? Oh yeah. Robles. Seawood is family, man. Seawood's been on the channel before. We've interviewed him before. If you get a chance to go type in Graphk and Seawood. We did an hour-long interview out there in Las Vegas. It was in person at Barcode Burgers. If you can't, check it out. But we're definitely going to get Seawood back on at some point. And, that's one of our sponsors of the show. I think you see it at the bottom, Woodson Whiskey. That's my family. Seawood, Jay, Patton, all those guys. Those are my people, man. So definitely, I'm going to definitely reach out to him this year and bring him back on the show at some point. Definitely. I definitely got to reach out to Seawood. Let me see. Elite, you see what I'm saying, sis? Like, make this shit make sense. Like, make it make sense. Like, what are we doing here? Mando, you know what's funny, man? I think he kind of already did. Look, his whiskey is the official Las Vegas Raiders whiskey. You know what I'm saying? And Seawood has different plans. When we interviewed him and then when we talked with him off camera, I don't know about ownership, but like he was not interested in trying to get into coaching. He was not interested in getting back involved in any capacity when it comes to that. Now, ownership, that may be something different because I know Seawood is a businessman. But right now, man, he's ripping and running with his whiskey. He has his wine. He's doing the Fox Sports thing as well. I mean, Seawood got a lot going on, man. But I would definitely love to see our guy get a piece of ownership. That'd be phenomenal, man. He's put his body on the line for that organization for many years. I would love to see Seawood get a little piece of the pie, man. Definitely him and Tim Brown. I think they both definitely deserve some type of piece, in terms of ownership because they were there since day one. Timmy, man, I know a lot of people go back and they see him in that Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey for years. The weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life is I get uncomfortable even looking at it. But I mean, he spent his whole career, with the Raiders. And a lot of those years, the quarterback situation was terrible and he still thugged it out with us. Seawood, he wanted to remain a Raider. He did not want to go to Green Bay. He didn't want to go, but it made sense for him at that time. So, yes, I agree with you, man. I think that if anything, Seawood and Timmy definitely deserve some type of, minority stake in the ownership. If they're going to continue to do this Tom Brady, Richard Seymour thing, I definitely think those two guys are the top of my list in terms of, give them a piece of the pie. Salute to Eric. Please, people, keep sleeping on Tyree and Zeus. Shock the world. Raider Nation. Salute to you, Eric. Appreciate you on the $5 special, man. And yes, that was another guy that Trey talked about the other day on the show when we went live from Senior Aussies. You know what I'm saying? Tyree Wilson. I said, who are you? One of the players you were most impressed by on the defense side of the ball? Instantly, Tyree Wilson. Freak of nature. I'm just hoping that he puts it all together this year. His get off was very late last year. I know he was dealing with, an injury, still trying to get over that. It took some time. Last year, he kind of showed some life playing defensive tackle. I think that Tyree is going to be one of the ones this year, man. Definitely, whether he's kicking inside or outside, it doesn't matter. I think he's going to see a lot of reps this year. But I'm thinking though, Eric, that he may want to get a little comfortable on the inside of that defensive line because Malcolm Kuntz is not going to show any signs of reverting, back to the player he was before last year. This guy is he's on his way up, and I don't want to take Malcolm Kuntz off the field at all. I was looking at some of his tape, and I said this on a few shows ago that one of the knocks on him coming out of Buffalo at the collegiate level was setting the edge, playing the run. Last year, I looked at some of his tape, man. He was playing the run, he was setting the edge. He's put it all together. So if we're going to see some Tyree Wilson this year, maybe some plays where, Kuntz is off the field, maybe, we'll see him on the outside, but I'm assuming that he may have to get a little comfortable there at defensive tackle because I want to see that duo of Malcolm Kuntz and Max Crosby off the edge. So it's going to be interesting to see where they have Tyree Wilson fitting within that D line. Because I don't think that they're going to take, I know Howie was preaching to Max to get off the field a little bit more. Max is going to stay on the field. It's just simple and plain. If he can play, he's going to play. And then Malcolm Kuntz, I don't know how you take him off the field coming off of that major year that he had last year. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Tyree fits, within this puzzle on that D-line. But I'm expecting a lot more out of Tyree this year. And yes, Zeus is running back one. I'm hoping and praying, man, that he can go out there and continue to do what he did last year in that 4-game span. It's going to be fun to watch the young kid, figure it all out by being the lead back, this upcoming season, man. Salute to Money Main. My God, better season, AOC or Minshew. MVP of the Raiders this season. Do we get a big name QB in 2025? What Raider games are you pulling up to this year? Salute to my boy Money Man. I'm telling y'all now, this is how you do super chats, y'all. This is how you motherfucking drive. Word to bad boys. You know what I mean? This is how you do super chats. You ask a million questions in one. Money Man comes through and absolutely kidnaps the show every time he puts up a $5 special. And I love it. Better season, AOC or Minshew. I got Aiden starting, so I'm going to say Aiden. Just clear cut, and I'm hearing that it's a real battle out there. It's not just, a lot of people are saying that Aiden looks good and so on and so forth. It's a real battle, but it is Aiden's job to lose. So I'm going to go with AOC having a better season. MVP of the Raiders this season, I think that's, Max Crosby. I mean, he's the best player that we have on this roster. You know what I mean? And I have very high expectation for Max Crosby this year. I'm talking about potentially 18 to 21 sacks this upcoming season. You know what I'm saying? With Christian Wilkins there, now you have that real force in the middle of that defensive line. Max Crosby's going to have an all-pro phenomenal year. So I'm going to go MVP, Max Crosby. Do we get a big-name quarterback in 2025? I hope not, Money Man, because that means that we failed this upcoming season at the quarterback position. So no. I'm not going to put that energy into the world that Aiden or Minshew is going to fail as a QB1. So no. In a perfect world, Aiden shows up this year or Minshew shows up, AOC takes that big, gigantic step in year 2, or Minshew potentially takes that Rich Gannon leap, for the Raiders like he did, when he came over, from his time with the Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm not going to jump the gun and talk about quarterbacks in 2025. I'm going to say no. And what Raider games are you pulling up to this year? I'm thinking about Tampa Bay. New Orleans is definitely one that I'm going to. I'm thinking about potentially the Dolphins game. And then I got to look at the home. I'm going to be real with you guys. I kind of got priced out in terms of the home games. And, a lot of the games, because I'm media, people have given me, tickets to get into the game and, the Win Club, because we threw the salute to my blackout family doing the blackout parties at the Win and stuff like that. Most of the times that I'm at games, tickets have been given to me. But this year I was just telling my boy Mike Dixon, salute to him of Vegas Sports Today. I was saying, this year I want to do some more things as just a fan. Like I just want to go buy a ticket, go sit down somewhere and just watch the game and not worry about covering the game and all that good stuff. But I'll be real with y'all, man. They priced me out. It's too expensive, man. It's too expensive. So if there's any way, that I end up at a few games this year, it's probably because one of my people reached out and said, yo, Graphk, you want to come to a game with me? And hey, drinks on me at that point. I'll buy the drinks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not buying any games, any tickets to Las Vegas. It's too expensive. And salute to Mark. He's getting his bag. He's getting his money. I would never shit on anybody for getting their money, man. But I've officially been priced out of Las Vegas, man. I got a family, 2 kids, a wife. At some point I want to take them, to a home game and have the whole experience. But I won't be able to pay my mortgage. You know what I mean? So but those are the games that I'm looking at, Money Man. But I may be out there for the Carolina game, the first week, first home game in Las Vegas, week 3. So I'll keep you guys updated on where I go. But LV, my brother, man, you already know this family right here. So I know my guy has season tickets year in and year out, but I know you got family as well. I know you love bringing your people with you, LV, but we definitely got to somehow, some way this upcoming season. If you got an extra one, I definitely would love to pull up with you with cigars and drinks on me, LV. You already know, big bro. Salute to my family, man. Salute to Santana once again on the $5 special. And Raider Pace, I got you, brother. I just seen your super as well. Call me crazy, but I expect for Brock Bowers to go off. Why would you be called crazy for that, brother? This guy is a generational talent. You know what I mean? And to be second only to DA in receiving yards. I agree with you. I agree, Santana. Look, I think that Brock can be that guy, even with Michael Mayer in the building. I do. This is a guy that it's going to be hard to take off the football field. You can line him up in the backfield, have him lined up at H-back in the slot. You can set him out wide. Like, this is a guy, play tight end. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you take Brock Bowers off the football field. So I agree with you, bro. I totally agree. But there's two sneaky players that on this offense, well, three of them really, but Devonte is going to get his. I think Michael Mayer is going to get a nice share, of the load at tight end, as well. I think he's going to get his issue. But I'm keeping an eye, Santana, on Trey Tucker, man. All I keep hearing is just great things from Trey Tucker. Trey Taylor said it. Dylan Lowby said it. My guys, out there covering the team at OTAs earlier on, in the offseason, they said Trey Tucker, I'm expecting a big year out of our second-year guy out of Cincinnati. Real talk, man. I'm thinking this guy is going to be a guy that is going to help this offense so much because he's going to open up the offense. You know what I mean? Because of the speed factor. So I agree with you with Brock, but keep an eye on Trey Tucker this year. Trey Tucker, second-year guy out of Cincinnati, man. The speedster. He put on some muscle. Apparently it didn't take away from his speed. I'm excited to see him in year 2. Salute to Santana, my guy. Salute to Pace. Where's Zeus going to tuck the ball, though? Bruh, for real, no, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, he about to put that shit right here under his neck and shit and just – I don't know, bro. Like, can he even fit that shit? I don't know, bro. Like, he might have to put that shit in his pocket and just pew. I don't know. Reaper, that's cap, bro. That's cap. I've been in Vegas a million times since then. Stop it. I got to get back to my flag football games too, man. I got to get back to it. We did the first one, and then we were supposed to do one last year, and we didn't do it. We still got to do our second annual flag football game brought to you by OLV and Woodson Whiskey. I got to get back to it. Maybe we can do it this year. But I was out there a shit ton last year. I was all over the place. LV says 300s. I can get $650 a seat for the Steelers game. Pitts fans, spend the bread. Talk that talk. So East Coast, Trey was one of my favorites in the 2022 draft. Yeah, man. When I heard his name in the third round, I was like, wow, okay, we went and got a speedster. And we needed that. We needed that guy to provide that speed to open up the offense. You know what I mean? He's going to make Devontae's life a lot easier. He's going to make Michael Mayer and all these other guys on the offensive side of the ball. He's going to make their life so much easier. I'm excited to see Tucker this year, man. I may have to go get Tucker's jersey, man. I may have to. Real talk. You stupid. Salute to my sis. Yo, I remember when I used to play for the Sacramento Raiders midgets and junior midgets and used Axe deodorant before they made it for females. Miss you, brother. I love you, sis. Salute to you. You don't have to donate, man. Love you to death. Thank you for the $5 special. Salute to my sis, Hannibal. For those in Sacramento, y'all probably know my sis right there. She used to flame all those females on the rap shit. You know what I mean? Salute to my family, T Nutty and Young Bop and all the Nut Factors and all those guys. Yeah, she definitely used to use the Axe though. Definitely. And then she used to hit me with the laugh. Remember the laugh, sis? Bruh, the Axe, East Coast. The Axe. Hey, real quick, you guys. Who's all going to the open practices out there in Las Vegas? I believe August 14th and August 20th. Dog, I went in there yesterday, right when it dropped. I was like 7,234th person online. I had to sit there and wait. I waited so long that I fell asleep. I was like, I'm not doing this shit, man. Like, what the hell? I'm like, nah, man. I'm not going to sit here and wait this long to get tickets. I was like, there's no way. I literally passed out. I woke up. I see my guys, LV and everybody, like talking about they got their tickets. I'm like, I passed out. I'm like, damn. Hey, but then I realized, East Coast. But then I realized I'm NFL media credential, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let me talk my shit for a minute. Let me talk my shit. Then I realized I was credentialed. I said, you know what, man? You just go to this website, man. Let me make some calls. Let's get on the field, man, and cover this team, man. Talk that shit, East Coast. Yes, LV, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. And to be real with you, I probably would rather just go out there and sit down, man, and just kick it and have some drinks. So LV, hey, lock me in on one of those seats, brother, if you can. I'll be there. I will be there. I will be there. Lock me in. And it's what, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? I believe Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. I'll be there, LV. We talk my shit a little bit. You know, I love y'all, man. You know, man, I'm always the humble one, man. But let me pop my shit a little bit. Salute to Martin, man. Talk your shit, Graphk. Salute to my guy, Martin, man. Cut that line, Graphk. Salute to Dead. Salute to Manny. Talk that shit, Graphk. Salute to my guy. And salute to the almost 600 people still here in the building. Whether you're watching on Twitter or YouTube, you guys do me a favor, man. Wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. You already know what time it is. Get some questions in, man. Let's have some fun before we get out of here. I'll probably do somewhere around an hour and a half. And then, get ready to put together another show here soon. And I know Wasted is live tonight as well. We got to get a Graphk and Wasted show going, or a Wasted and Graphk show. We got to put that together. Maybe we'll set one up for tomorrow night before the Denzel show. Let me see. Talk your shit like you aren't humble. Salute to Sarah. Rose, I think that's pretty easy, to be honest with you. Right now, right, and this is no knock on Tyree Wilson, but I have it, as Max, Christian Wilkins, Adam Butler, and Malcolm Combs. Do you have it any different? I'm assuming that would be the starting son. Come here. So you see, my son waits for me to go live to come in here and grab. What is that? A muffin, bro? You just had two. You don't like it? All right, go ahead and eat that, son. Salute to my son. Love him to death. You over here sneaking food, running back in the room and shit. Let me see. But yeah, I love Tyree Wilson, but I'm assuming, if you have to go with the starting defensive line, it's going to be Max, Christian Wilkins, Adam Butler, after having a big year for us last year, and Malcolm Combs. That's my starting defensive line right there. Huey, I like it. I like it. I think he's going on and he's kind of killing some narratives. And this is no knock to Devonte, you guys. Please don't take this as me trying to. But one thing that I'm hating now, and I don't know if any of you guys feel me on this, is stop entertaining the Aaron Rodgers shit. Like, stop. Like, you're giving media reasons to question if you want to be a Raider or not, right? He said he wants to be a Raider a million times. He even said, I talked to Aaron, but he knows I'm a Raider. But it's like, at the end of the day, just keep it. That's Aaron's my guy. He's my brother, one of my best friends. We talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just stop entertaining that. Yeah, he's in my ear. He's in my ear. Like, what do you think that's going to do? That's going to open up a lot, within the media, within the fan base. Everybody's always going to question your moves if you keep entertaining that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's no knock. I love Davante, man. Love Tay. Think that he's a phenomenal talent. I think that he needs to retire a Raider, but stop Tay entertaining that Aaron Rodgers shit, man. Like, I don't get it. Aiden's your guy, or Minshew's your guy this season, right? And I don't know in what world the Jets can figure out a way to get Davante Adams anyway. Like, and Aaron is at the end of his career. I just think that we need to stop. It's great to go on there and talk shit about the Chargers. It's great to say, I want to be a Raider. This is where I want to be. But it's difficult to believe that when you shift gears and start talking about Aaron Rodgers and saying that he's in my ear and this and that. Like, I think we need to stop that. Like, stop that, man. Let's leave that alone. Leave it alone. Please. Do whatever you want, King. All pro, future Hall of Famer. Talk your shit. From a personal standpoint, I think that we need to stop entertaining the Aaron Rodgers stuff, because it opens up, dialogue. It opens up, a lot of shit on social media, and people, does he want to be here? Does he not want to be here? All these media outlets are going to keep picking this shit up if you keep entertaining the whole Aaron Rodgers foolishness, man. Salute to Ty, my guy, man. I want to go to Baltimore game, but I got to get the money, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to. It will be my first game ever. That's fire, Tay. Well, Ty, keep me posted, Ty, because if you don't go to that game, let me know. We would love for you to meet us in Tampa Bay. Me and Wasted are going to the Tampa Bay game. So let us know, bro. But if you don't make it week 2 to Baltimore, keep your eyes peeled, man. Look at those tickets in Tampa Bay. They're cheap too. So if you want, meet us up out there, man. Salute to my guy, Todd, man. Raider Pace. I honestly think our offense is going to shock people with its efficiency, simply because Getsy has better personnel and a QB who can read the field and actually take advantage of good play calling. I like that. I honestly think our offense is going to shock people, which Dylan Lowby said and Trey Taylor both said on the lives, simply because Getsy has a better personnel. Yes, and a QB who can read the field and actually take advantage of good play. I love it. Salute to you on a $10 special Pace. Phenomenal comment, man. I agree with you on everything you just said, my brother. Salute to you. Speaking of, better personnel, I want to tell you guys this as well. It is the 10th. Next week, we will be dropping a new podcast. We will be something new, some new energy to interject in the Raider Nation, you guys. I came up with this name. I don't know what y'all think about it. I sent it to the group chat with my guys. But me, Wasted, and Sanjit will be starting a podcast. Us three will be live from all three of our channels. It's going to be probably bi-weekly on Mondays. So we'll be talking about upcoming week and then talking about the game that we previously played. The 12 Personnel Podcast. The 12 Personnel Podcast. First episode should be coming next Monday. So stay tuned for that. Me, my brother Wasted, and my brother Sanjit will be covering everything Raiders, talking about the week prior, the week up, the week ahead. It's going to be a lot going on. So 12 Personnel Podcast. Keep an eye on that bi-weekly Mondays, Monday night. Stay tuned for that. We're going to have some fun. Salute to my brothers once again, Sanjit and Wasted, man. 12 Personnel Podcast. Keep an eye on it. Salute to 11. I'm from Jersey, and I'm going to Baltimore week 2. It will be my first time seeing my Raiders live ever. I'm hyped. There you go, 11. It's a tough game to go to, man. Hopefully we can find a way to beat those guys because last year, they were phenomenal. They dealt with some injuries. It's a whole bunch of talent on that roster. We're catching them early on in the season, so they'll probably be healthy. The injury bug probably won't be – they probably won't be bitten by the injury bug up to that point. So we may be playing a healthy Baltimore Ravens team. That's going to be a telling week, 11. It's going to be a telling week. Like seeing where we are in terms of progression and trying to become, the team that we know we can be. Week 2 is going to be a telling game, especially going from LA and flying all across the country to face the Baltimore Ravens on the road. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough assignment. But, yeah, that's going to be a game that I'm watching very closely because that's going to tell us who we are early on. Definitely. Let me see. Sis, Elite, let me know. Keep me posted with it. Let me see. Salute to AP. Love it, Graphk. Fill the world with dope Raider Nation content, man. I'm trying, man. I'm gonna keep at it. Keep trying to do new things, creative things. You know what I'm saying? And just try to interject some new ideas, some new concepts. I'm seeing, man, that, and this is no knock to anybody at all. I promise you. Please don't take this as any knock. But I'm seeing a lot of people just comfortable with just sitting remote, sitting on a screen, getting 10 people on the screen. I used to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to do shows where I bring up a bunch of different content. Like, let's get a little more creative, you guys. Let's step out the building. Let's do some live shows. Let's get the nation involved in person. Let's get these players not just remote, but let's meet them in person and let's talk to them. Get to know these people. If you guys are upcoming content creators, I'm telling y'all, the best way to create some of these relationships, long-term relationships, is by meeting them, talking to them, shaking their hands, looking them in the eyes, and creating, that real bond. There's a reason why Stu is my brother. We met up, and since then it's been Wasted, same way, and a lot of these other guys. Let's stop being so, and I don't want to say it lazy, but it's easy. Anybody can come over here and hit a button and just try and talk football. Like, let's try some different things. Let's try some different ideas, man. Let's do some different stuff. Because that's what we're trying to do over here. Live shows. We're doing the game, film breakdowns now with my brother East Coast and Big Mike. And we're just trying to do some different things here. And I'm working on something major right now, you guys. I just put something into the universe yesterday, man. I'm trying to make this interview happen. If this one happens, man, this one's going to be absolutely one of them ones. So stay tuned. Let me see. East Coast, I got to make you a mod too, brother. Oh, yeah. That's coming too. That's coming too. That's coming too. Salute to my brother Honcho. We were just texting a few days ago. I said, what do you think about when the rookies report? You think that's the time to strike? I think we strike while the iron's hot. He said, I think that's the one. So next week or two, you should definitely see me and Honcho bringing back the Wipe Them Feet and Get the Strap podcast. Definitely. I know a lot of people have been asking for it for a while. I've been on my bro's bumper about this shit. I'm like, I texted him the other day. I said, bro, this is the last time I'm asking you about this shit. I said, I promise you. I said, Honch, this is the last time I'm asking you about this shit, bro. I said, the people want it, and I'm trying to provide what the people want. I said, we're going to do this shit or not. And Honch was like, I'm almost there, bro. So trust me, you guys. Honch just putting some things together behind the scenes, trying to get right, with all that good stuff. Trust me, it's on the way. You will definitely be seeing Wipe Them Feet, Get the Strap podcast reloaded very, very soon, probably here in the next few weeks. Salute the 10 Commandments. 12 personnel. Who's the running back? Have you decided on simulcasting games during the season? If I'm home, which I'll be home probably for a lot of the home games, if I'm not in Vegas, I will definitely be simulcasting the game. So I will be covering play-by-play week in and week out if I'm not in Vegas or if I'm not on the road at these games. So, yes, stay tuned for that. Definitely. And that's a good question, man. 12 personnel. Who's the running back? I mean, who you got, 10 Commandments? Who you got? I mean, it's easy to say, put Dylan out there, right? To add to the passing game. Dylan's a underrated blocker as well. But I think they love what they have in Zamir. I think Zamir will be the guy. I think we're going to be in for a ride this year in terms of Zeus in the passing game as well. I know a lot of people don't look at Zeus as a guy that gets very much active in the passing game, but I've been told by a few people behind the scenes that are very close to the situation to not be shocked about Zeus getting a lot more getting active in the passing game. So stay tuned for that. Salute to 10 Commandments. Salute to my brother Halo, man. Love you, bro. Love you, bro. Can't wait to see you soon, man. Sometime this year, we got to link up in Vegas and do one of our annual brother gatherings, man. Salute to my brother, man. My brother right there, Halo. Santana, your top 5 or favorite rappers of man, that's so tough, bro. That's so tough, bro. Because they change. It changes, you know what I mean? But Pac always is number 1. Jay, Nas, Scarface. Maybe Black Thought from the Roots. Pac, Jay, Nas, Scarface, and probably Black Thought. But that 5th one always changes. I'll throw E40 in there. I could throw Common in there. I love Most Def. Sometimes I kind of, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. That 5th one's always that was a good question, though. Salute to Santana, my guy. Robles. Who's to say? Who's to say? Stay tuned. Do we pick up a free agent before camp? If so, who? Shocking cut candidate. Ayuk gets traded. Fuck the Niners. Where do you get your Raiders gear? I get it everywhere. Shameless plug as well. OakLosVegas.com. If you guys get an opportunity, go grab some of my merch. You know what I mean? It's dedicated to, all 3 of the cities, Oak, Los Angeles, Las Vegas. You know what I mean? So OakLosVegas.com. But if not there, I go to Raider Image. I go to Fanatics. I'm all over the place. If I see some great Raider stuff, I'm getting it. So I get it all over the place. Ayuk, I'm going to be honest, he's not going to be a Raider, so it doesn't really matter. But if he is traded, I'm assuming he'll be going to the Commanders because, him and Jaden Daniels have that relationship. Shocking cut candidate. I don't think there's going to be really any shockers this upcoming year. I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be any shockers, but that safety room is deep money, man. That safety room is deep, man. Marcus Epps has 1 more year left on his deal. Maybe a Marcus Epps. And I like Epsy. I'm just saying, like, that safety room is deep. What if Trey comes in there and absolutely cooks? What if Palomau takes that next step and is like, look, I need to start? So I don't know. Maybe Marcus Epps. Maybe there could be a surprise cut on the O-line. Maybe you can look at one of those veterans, Cody Whitehair, or Andres Pete. Maybe, but I don't know if that'd be really, shocking, to be honest. And picking up a free agent before camp, I don't think so. I think that they want to go out there, see what we have, and see what it looks like live and live in color with the pads on before we hit the streets and look for some free agents. So no, I don't think we look at anybody before camp, but there's definitely some interesting names still out there. We've talked about it a million times, Money Main, the Stephon Gilmores of the world, as my dog drinks water just disrespectfully. That's what we doing, Chloe? Just wait till we go live and just get your agua on, huh? It's nasty work. But yeah, that's what I don't think we're gonna go look at anybody before training camp at all. I don't. I think they want to see what we have out there. And then if let's just say Jacorian doesn't perform well, or Brandon Faison, doesn't show signs of being potentially that guy on the that second guy on the boundary. Maybe we look at other avenues. If Richardson's not up to speed yet in year one to potentially get reps as a starter, I think we'll look at a veteran corner. And keep an eye potentially, guys. I know a lot of people are playing with the idea of bringing in a veteran running back. No, I don't see that happening at all. At all. There's no reason. You brought Amir Abdullah back on a 1-year deal. You have Zeus back on his rookie deal. You have Dylan on a rookie deal. You still have some other guys you have to figure out with Britton Brown and Sincere McCormick. We have a deep running back group. I don't understand why we would go out there and look for a veteran like Dalvin Cook that's at the end of his career, or a Leonard Fournette. For what? I don't think we need that. So I would be actually shocked if we brought in a running back. I'm looking at an additional corner potentially, and potentially adding another pass rusher, an edge rusher. Maybe. Salute to all my people here in the building. As always, wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Mando, I asked Trey about him. He said that Michael looks good out there. He said he looks good. He said he was out there looking good. Looks like he's healing up from that injury. I know last year he didn't have a ton of production. I think he had like 1-2 touchdowns with the Dallas Cowboys, a little bit over 400 yards receiving, but he wasn't healthy. He hasn't really gotten an opportunity to get right, since, sustaining those injuries. So it looks like they're being patient with him, but it sounds like he is back, and hopefully we get him in rare form. But this is a guy, Mando, that's going to be fighting probably for that wide receiver 4 spot, maybe wide receiver 3 potentially. I don't even know. You got Jacoby at the 2, you got Trey Tucker at the 3. I don't see him beating Trey Tucker at all, because he brings a different element, to the receiving core. So I think he's going to be fighting for that 4 spot, between him and Wilkerson and Guyton. I think they're going to be fighting for that number 4 spot at the wide receiver position. Salute the 10 Commandments, my God. Hey, Robles, look, man, I'm supposed to get out there to Vegas soon to get it done. My brother's cooking up the beat right now, so stay tuned for that. Are we sleeping on Richardson? Is he getting enough attention? Look, it's early on. 10 Commandments. They haven't even put the pads on yet. They haven't really done anything. Pretty much what they did at OTAs was just get him out there. It's fucking kindergarten in the NFL at this point. Like, there's no pads, there's no helmets on. So technically you can't say that we're sleeping on him, because we haven't heard anything. We haven't seen anything from him. We'll see what he really brings to the table in the next few weeks. But I'm going to be real with you. I'm not looking at Richardson as a guy that I'm expecting a shit ton of production for in year one. I'm not. I don't want to put that kind of pressure on him. I'm assuming 10 Commandments, he'll have like a Jacorian Bennett type year in year one. He'll struggle a little bit. He has all the skills in the world to put it together, but it's his rookie year. I'm expecting a Jacorian Bennett rookie year type deal with Richardson. I'm not putting a ton of pressure on him. I'm expecting Jacorian to take that leap in year 2. I'm expecting, if Brandon Faison is going to be on this roster, to show up and be that veteran in the cornerback room. And I'm expecting Jack Jones to have a Pro Bowl, potential All-Pro year as the number 1 guy. So, me personally, I believe in Richardson. I think that he has everything that you look for in a corner in today's NFL. But it's going to take some time. So are we sleeping on him? Potentially, but until the pads come on and until we see, some real football, some real reps, we don't really know what we have with Richardson yet. All we can do is go off of the tape, that we've seen in Mississippi State. That's really it. I don't think any of these players are getting, the amount of attention that they may deserve up to this point yet, because there's nothing to really truly go off of. Unless you're having, early on success like a Trey Tucker that we're hearing great things from, that's great. Year 2. Tyree Wilson, you look at the shape he's in and he's healthy, right? You see it. So the attention is there. It's easy to give attention to that. You see Zeus and the impeccable shape that is. It's easy to give attention to that because we see it. We haven't seen Richardson. Let me see. My brother Kane, man. Salute to my guy, my dog. Day 1 over here, my dude. So the Graham, I really feel Richardson will show out. I can see it. Facts. Hey, my brother Graham Cam was on my line too. Oh, you know what? I got to set up the Madden shit, bro. I totally forgot. I've been crazy busy with my sons. But he got on my line, man. He got on my tie. He said, watch. I said something the other day, Graham, about, your cousin, Darian Butler, a guy that I've been high on, right? UDFA out of Arizona State, he dealt with a major injury last year. Hoping that he can come back and show us something this year. But he got on my line, man. Graham Cam hit me up like, all right, bro, bet. He bookmarked that shit. Graham Cam bookmarked that shit. I love it. He said, I'm keeping receipts, man. Keeping receipts. We still got to get Darian on the show, Graham. One of these days, man, I want to get you and Darian on together. Pop y'all shit, man. Pause if necessary. Salute to AP. Graphk, with what we're cooking, our squad has good depth except cornerback. We got players that won't make the 53-man roster that other teams will snatch up. I hope we roll with what we got and see where we at. Salute to my guy, AP. Yeah, I think that at some point you're going to have to add a veteran presence, to that corner room. But, I mean, bro, realistically, if some of these young kids can show up, we do have depth, AP. Think about it. We took Devonshire in the 7th round out of Pitt. We got Richardson there. You know what I mean? We have some year 2 guys. Sam Webb is still there. Technically, we have depth. We just need one of those guys to show up. You know what I mean? Like one of those corners opposite of Jack Jones and Nate Hobbs has to show up. I think we have the depth, but we just need another starting caliber corner on the boundary opposite of Jack Jones. And hopefully one of those guys can show up and show out. But yeah, in Rebel, we got Will Governor as well, another UDFA that I'm hearing really good things about as well. You know what I mean? He was out there. Will was out there with my brother L Fingers and Jack Jones in the studio a few weeks back. And they were praising him. They were saying that Will he could potentially be one of them ones. So I'm keeping a close eye on Will as well. Elite says, how do you see Patrick Graham using all these tools he has at his disposal? I mean, Elite, there's so many different looks that Patrick throws out there, right? So many different looks. You're going to see 4-3-3-4 or fucking 4-2-5. You're going to see so many different looks out there. And the thing that I realized, the players that he's putting together, and we talked about this with Trey, is they all are versatile. Trey can play all over the place. Merrick at TCU played in the nickel. So let's just say, an injury occurs, God forbid, we got to move Trey over there. You know what I mean? At the nickel, he could play in the slot. There's guys that pretty much every defender, they can play all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Now they're working Kyrie into the point where he can kick in, kick out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting. But I'm going to tell you this. He's going to make sure to put all the best players on the field with every look that he puts out there. You know what I mean? But you can see it. The defenders that he's bringing in, whether it's through the draft or it's through free agency. I mean, look what Tom Telesco brought in. Christian Wilkins. Like, this is a guy that is not just a guy that's going to stop the run. He's a guy that is going to get to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is a pass rusher specialist as well as being able to stop the run. He's an all-around, a top 10, potentially top 5 defensive tackle in the NFL. So everybody is just different. Max Crosby, one of the greatest pass rushers, but also plays the run at a very, very, very high clip. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how he puts the, all the pieces. They call him the Black Picasso for a reason, Elite. I don't know how he's going to do it, but we shall see. I believe in him. And I think that he's going to have all these guys, what look he throws out there. Like I said, the 4-3-3-4, 4-2-5, whether it's this, that, you're going to see some guys in the box that you probably were like, wow, it's going to be some interesting looks. Definitely. Yeah. So many looks, so many different looks. I don't give a shit. I do not want Dak. I do not want Dak at all. I'd rather go get, if Aiden and Minshew do not do what they need to do this year, I'm looking at going to get a rookie. Or targeting a veteran that's gonna be cheaper than a Dak. I'm not. No, I do not want Dak Prescott at all. He's a great teammate, great human being. He would be great for that locker room. But do you guys realistically want to pay your quarterback $50 to $60 million? Now, if they find a way to do this thing that they're talking about, where the QBs, there's a different salary cap for quarterbacks, maybe you can flirt with the idea of doing so. But I don't see him leaving. I don't see him leaving at all. I think he's going to be a Cowboy for a very long time. And I don't see him leaving Dallas, Texas. But I am okay. I am cool off of paying Dak Prescott $50 to $60 million. It's just not. Like, that kind of money needs to be allocated towards a superstar quarterback, which Dak Prescott is not. He's done some great things, but he hasn't done enough to be paid top tier money like that. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. There's certain guys out there you pay that kind of money because you know what you're getting with them. With Dak, the inconsistencies are there. Me personally, no. I do not want to do that. Let me see. Yeah, Elite. I've seen some of he's been putting up some videos of him working out. I seen him at a local park, I believe out there in Chicago, or was it Indianapolis? He's getting in some reps, trying to get over, that foot injury that, occurred last year out there with Chicago. Me personally, man, once again, we talked about this name a million times. He doesn't bring anything but pass rush ability. You know what I'm saying? And at this point with that foot injury, I don't even know what that even looks like, because last year was a very, very low, he was, very low productivity out there in Chicago. I know he sustained the injury, but even when he was playing, it wasn't a lot of production there. There's no reason to bring in a guy that can't play the run. You know what I mean? You got a defensive line now that these guys can do it all. Why bring in a guy that is, a one-trick pony? Yannick can get to a quarterback, but he can't play the run. It's just simple mathematics. They're going to run towards him. You know what I mean? There's no reason. I'm not spinning the block at all for Yannick Ngakoue. There's no reason for it. If you're going to go get a guy, go get Emmanuel Ogoa. I believe that's how you say his last name. I always butcher it. If you're going to bring in a guy like that, bring it another pass rusher. Bring in a guy that has familiarity with Patrick Graham, with Christian, with Adam Butler, with John Jenkins, and a guy that, can give you still somewhere along the lines of 10 sacks per season. He's not a guy that's going to give you double digits a year, but he can give you 8, 9, and he's not terrible against the run like a Yannick Ngakoue. So there's no reason for that. And what I'm hearing also, Elite, is they really, really, really think highly of, our young pup out of Florida State. We know he had an issue, this offseason. He got a DUI, and shit like that. But from what I'm hearing, that defensive line has gravitated towards him. They're kind of putting their arms around him, trying to keep him, keep him afloat, keep his, his head on, keep him focused on football. I think that they really, truly believe in Janarius Robinson. So there's no real reason to bring in a Yannick when you got a guy like that can potentially help you in the pass rush. You know what I'm saying? I think that they truly, truly, truly like Janarius Robinson. And I think that they really trust him to be that third or fourth pass rusher opposite of Max, Malcolm, and Tyree Wilson. So I don't think there's really any reason to bring him in. And yeah, Elite, there you go. He's with Max all the time. He was just at the Pass Rush Summit that they had in Las Vegas. Max is definitely putting his arm around a lot of these guys. And, with someone like Max that dealt with his, substance abuse stuff early on, and now he's an advocate for sobriety, I think that he's going to Janarius and saying the same thing, man. Let me put my arm around you. Let's not let this happen again. You know what I mean? And let's get right, because Janarius can potentially have. I don't know if you guys watched him at Florida State. This guy can potentially be one of those guys that can have a Malcolm Kuntz type career if he's focused on football. Real talk. No, James, no. That'd be fucking frightening, brother. You just walking through the you running to Zamir and Tyree. Oh, no, hell no, bro. Look, give it up, bro. Here, take this shit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Zeus, here you go. You know what I mean? Here you go, Zeus. Here you go, bro. Tyree, go ahead. You have my wedding ring, bro. You got it. You got it. You got it. Whatever you need, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead. You know, I don't want to give it up. This is the most important thing to me in the world. Let me just brush my beard one more time. You know what I mean? Here's Amir. Go ahead, take it, bro. Take it. I don't want no funk. I don't want no problems. I don't want no issues. Straight like that. Yeah. Nasty work, James. Nasty work. Thank you. Salute to Miz. You've been around forever, since our Facebook days with our Facebook group with Chuck. Salute to you, man. That means a lot. Salute to my Sacramento family here in the building. Appreciate you. Yeah, I value life, man. I value life. You know what I mean? You can take all this shit. You know, take it. Salute to the East Coast. Get a few more questions in, you guys, before we get out of here. Almost coming up on 2 hours. Yeah, DJ Loader, look, take my shit too, bro. You can have it, bro. I don't want no smoke, though. I got three herniated discs and one bulging disc in my back. Like, you can have everything, bro. Just take that shit. I ain't got no time for it, bro. Nope. Silva, I appreciate you. That means a lot, man. Proud of you, bro. Started from the bottom. Now you here, man. Salute. East Coast, August 14th and August 20th in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. So we have 2 practices open to the public, open to the fans, open to everybody in Allegiant Stadium. So I'll be out there, man. So if you're around, pull up, bro. Gio, probably tomorrow. I'm going to hit bro up and see what he's talking about. I see the only reason we didn't do one today was because I thought that the Denzel Good show was tonight. I didn't realize, thank God East Coast told me, it's tomorrow. So we would have been doing the Graphk and Wasted show. We were going to do one last night, but we would have did one tonight. But now I'm doing Coffee and Convo, and he's doing his solo show today. So I don't know, man. Maybe I'll hit up bro and see if you want to put something together for late night or something. Maybe we can get something rocking. But if not, you'll see us tomorrow for sure. We got the thumbnail, everything already ready to go. So you'll see us very soon. Salute to my brother, man. Wasted. He's been out there working and gritting and grinding, man. Yeah, Torque. Hey, bro, them discs ain't no problem. Hey, bro, it's ugly. It's ugly. Gio, thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, take my shoes, man. Take them shits. Can't get right, man. Look, man. Live to fight another day, King. Live to fight another day, man. Now, the young me would have been stupid and got smoked. Like, bro, you going to take this shit from me. You know, the young me would have been ignorant. But, you know, the 40-year-old grad, hey, man, take all this shit, man. It's cool. You know what I mean? AP, I can't wait. I'm definitely about to watch that today. That's one of the things on my checklist today. Is watching the receiver thing on Netflix. Yes. Man, I appreciate you, bro. That means a lot, man. Yes, first season of pads. Definitely. First season. I had to be, because of my crazy schedule, you guys, I couldn't do head coaching, you know, because I wouldn't be able to make everything. So they accidentally signed my son up for 4th grade, which he was supposed to be in 5th. So I was going to be a higher ranked coach there. They had to move him to 5th because they put him in the wrong thing. So now I'm just going to be an assistant coach. So thank God that takes a lot of pressure off of me, because now I don't have to be at every practice and every game, because I'm going to be traveling a lot this season with our Raiders. You know what I mean? So, but yes, man, this is my first year my son's going to be in his pads. After this live, I'm actually taking him outside, getting his helmet on, and we're going to throw the football around and get him right. So definitely, man. Thank you, Ty. We'll definitely be around for sure. Angel, what are your thoughts on Adam Butler? I think this, and I've said this a few times, Angel. I think he believes in what we're doing. He took a crazy pay cut, especially coming off that big year he had last year. As a veteran defensive tackle, I thought he could have got a lot more money than that, in free agency. But I'll say this. I think he believes in what we're doing so much, that he took a pay cut, came back early, didn't even really hit free agency. He was just like, look, I'm staying here in Vegas. I believe in what we got going on. You know what I mean? So with Christian being added to that defensive line, that's going to make Adam's job a lot easier with Tyree in year 2 and healthy. I think Adam Butler's going to have a nice year for us. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that he can replicate what he did last year. I'm not asking for too much more than that because he's getting up there in age. And, last year was the biggest production that he had, I believe, right, in his career. I'm not expecting him to eclipse that. Just have the same type of year he had last year. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere from that maybe 2 to 5 sack range, that'd be great. But my thoughts on him are phenomenal teammate, came back on the cheap because he loves AP, he loves Max, he loves what we're doing. So, hey, salute to Adam Butler, man, for realizing what we have in Vegas is special and taking a major pay cut to do it, man. Love it, man. That's what you love to see. You love to see it. People that want to be here, that will take less money to remain with us, that's phenomenal. Oh, big one to 83. I got you. Definitely working on that. Let me see. Salute. Congrats on being official media. Thank you so much, Heart of Blaze. That means a lot, family. It really, truly does. But yeah, y'all. Other than that, we talked about, Devonte, in the K Adams show. We talked about Richard Seymour. Once again, salute to one of the GOATs on, getting a minor stake of our Raiders. It looks like him and Tom Brady are closing in on becoming minority owners of our Raiders. We spoke about Zeus and his insane he's been crazy in the gym, y'all. It's just been absolutely insane what Zeus is doing. He's transforming his body right now. He'll definitely be ready for the 2024 season. We talked about a little bit about the Trey Taylor interview. Thank you guys so much for supporting that. We have some more interviews lined up. Once again, also, you guys, thank you for tuning in for the Jacoby Ford show. We had so much fun talking to our guy, Jacoby. I've been going back and forth with him on Instagram and in the DM. Such a great dude. Man, these past few weeks, man, it's been crazy, right? Dylan Lowby, Jacoby Ford, Trey Taylor. We got Denzel Good on tomorrow night. It's been a nice little run here, man, with some of our former Raiders and current Raiders. I just hope you guys stick around, you know what I mean? And we're going to take this thing to another level this year. You know what I mean? A lot of different players, current, former. We're looking at getting some coaches on, some different looks. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys also, as always, for all the flowers and the congratulations on becoming NFL media. That means so much to me. You guys flooded my comments on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. Thank you guys. It means a lot because I worked my ass off these last 4 years, to show that I belong in this space. You know what I mean? So for me to help, take this Raider content to the next level means a lot to me, man. So, thank you guys so much for your guys' support. It truly means the world to me. I don't think you guys understand that I will forever be indebted to every single one of you guys. You know what I mean? Like I said, none of this shit would be possible without y'all. You know what I mean? So this year, I owe it to you guys to get out there and be in the trenches and get as much content as I can possible. I was supposed to be out there this week interviewing Dion, the USA basketball team. This upcoming weekend, I think the Raiders have the Golden Knights, I believe, their softball annual softball. Something happened with my sons, nothing bad, but their grandmother was supposed to fly out here from California to watch them during the week. Fatherhood first. I had to cancel my trip to Vegas this week. But LV, if you're still in the chat, I'll be out there in a few weeks. So I just had to prolong it. Fatherhood first. It sucks because I was going to be literally interviewing Deion Sanders today at Media Day at Allegiant Stadium. But hey, man, my brother Mike Dixon and all those guys are going to cover it. But I'll be out there in Vegas in a few weeks. Hopefully, I'm trying to secure this Jack Jones interview in person. We'll see how that works with him and my brother L Fingers in the studio. I'll be doing my new Raider record Stay tuned for that. Also, like I said, a few players are going to be coming on next Monday or this upcoming Monday. We will be starting the 12 Personnel podcast with me, Wasted, and Sanjit. So other than that, man, we're going to keep this thing rocking. And you guys keep those comments going, keep them flowing. Show all these sponsors and potential sponsors why we deserve everything that comes our way, because we grind harder than anybody else, outwork everybody. That's the motto. And other than that, man, on the way out, you guys wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, OakLosVegas.com. Go get you some drip. And other than that, man, WoodsonWhiskey.com. Go get you some of that goat whiskey. And you already know what I say on the way out every day, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. One.